Hey guys, it's JP, and today we are going to take a look at another set of exercises that will help address certain aspects of running so you can improve the way you run. You guys seem to have really liked the previous exercise video, so I'll try to incorporate more of these on my channel. I've also been listening to your feedback so I can make this channel better. Anyway, in this video, I will highlight the importance of core stability as well as exercises to help you run faster and more efficiently. First, let's talk about core stability. Now, this is a very overused word and may not accurately define what I'm highlighting, so for this video, let's exchange this and call it trunk stability instead, as being able to maintain an upright trunk requires a bunch of muscles around the torso. The reason why I'm saying this is because when people think of the core, people tend to think of only the abdominals, which is simply not the case. Anyway, having good trunk stability can help maintain an upright torso as you run, which can help you maximize the amount of force you produce as the foot pushes off the ground, leading to increased speed and efficiency. Let's take a look at the greatest sprinter in the world to get a good visual representation of what I'm talking about. As we watch Usain Bolt run, we will stop at this frame right before push-off. This is a great place to freeze the frame, as during this moment, tons of force is going to be produced from the leg. If the muscles around the torso cannot properly stabilize the body during this moment, there will basically be energy leakage that occurs, and you will be losing out on some of the force that was produced during push-off. Now, there will always be some energy loss that occurs, but by having a solid foundation, good trunk stability, will help you optimize the amount of force that was produced in the legs and translate it into propelling the body forward as you run. An important thing to note is that I don't want you to think about this as simply keeping the torso still, as this is a common flaw when first learning about this kind of stuff. When you try to stabilize the body and keep it still, this is known as static trunk stability, which is something we don't want to just focus on. Watching another incredible runner from a front view, you can see why, as the torso is still supposed to move as you run. This is why to properly stabilize the trunk during running, you actually need what is called dynamic trunk control. For this reason, some of the exercises I included in this video work on this. Now that we got this covered, let's take a look at exercises to help stabilize the trunk so you can run faster and more efficiently. Again, I collaborated with District Track Club to film these exercises for you guys to get a good visual representation of how they are done. The first exercise is the push-up plank. This will help you get started, as this helps you become more aware of trunk posture and learn how to stabilize it. Basically, you start in a push-up position. Make sure to keep the feet slightly apart and only keep the arms around shoulder width apart. Also, make sure to keep the head in a neutral position. As you keep this position, pretend that you are trying to balance plates on your lower back. The goal here is to try to maintain this plank for at least 30 seconds. If you want to challenge yourself even more, you can elevate the legs to increase trunk demands. Next, we will be looking at the dead bug. This exercise requires dynamic trunk control, which is important as I mentioned earlier. It also incorporates opposite arm and leg movement, which is also what occurs when you run as well. Now for this one, you will start laying down in this position. It's important to maintain proper posture. Try to keep the core engaged, as well as keeping the lower back in contact with the floor. Once you are in position, straighten out the opposite arm and leg. After 1 to 2 seconds, then you bring them together as shown here. Then, you continue to repeat the process on the other side. If you can't seem to maintain good trunk alignment as the arms and legs straighten out, you can modify it by straightening out only as far as you can without having to resort to excessive lower back arching. The third exercise I will go over is the suitcase carry. This now challenges both the trunk and hip in a lateral plane. Now, as I've mentioned in my previous exercise video, quality trumps quantity. Make sure to use a weight where you can maintain good trunk posture, where you can keep it upright with no rib flaring or back arching. Remember that the dumbbell could be exchanged for any weighted object that can be carried with one hand. Once you find an appropriate weight, all you have to do is walk forward while keeping good trunk alignment. Again, you can try this for 30-second counts and adjust the weight accordingly. And those are a few exercises to help you maintain good trunk stability so you can improve the way you run. I hope you guys found this video and these exercises helpful. Let me know what you guys think. Also, thank you District Track Club for continuing this collaborative series with me. I really appreciate it. Anyway, as always, thank you for watching.